Hey y'all, it's the Country Notary. Hope you're having a great day. Sorry if there are any shadows or bright spots, but I'm trying to use natural lighting today, and you get what you get, right? Before I forget also, always please like this video or subscribe to my channel. I have a personal pledge at the 100 subscriber mark. I'm going to be making a huge announcement. God has blessed me so much. I'm so faithful and blessed right now. My business is doing quite well, and I've actually been able to do a lot. Guys, this notary loan signing agent business has done so much for me and my family. I can't even begin to express just being able to pay off bills, save money, purchase equipment for my notary business. My business is well stocked. I've built a good infrastructure, and next week I'm also acquiring another huge asset. I'm going to do a video on it, probably a series of videos, because I'll be traveling, and I just want to leave that as just a little hint. And hopefully if I release this video after I actually make my trip, you would have already seen it, so it doesn't matter. So I have other stuff to talk about in this video. So please subscribe to my channel, help my channel grow, so that the more followers I get, I look legit, I look relevant, not just some little old country. People are probably like, who watches videos about being a notary? Don't people have more stuff to do? Well, you know what? We have stuff to do, guys. We have to get out there and make that paper, that notary money. And it's been good. It's really been good. I would have never imagined any part-time income that I could make, and I won't call it passive income, because you got to work for it. You got to be on your toes, head on the swivel. You got to be ready for that notary game. But the money is good. If you do a good job, you'll get signings, and you'll continue to get signings and more money, like literally checks every other day, direct deposits, checks through email, checks in the mail, and your business will grow. Again, through education, self-development, doing a good job, doing as error-free signings as possible, being a problem solver. These are all the things that I've acquired, built, learned, have grown myself to a decent, maybe decent, above average loan signing agent. And I think I'm doing quite well for myself. And I say all that to say that if you find that little 30-second rant that just went on as motivation as to whether or not you should start inquiring about becoming a notary public, getting commission, learning to become a loan signing agent in your area, I highly recommend it. It is very rewarding. I learn something every day. The work is awesome. You learn a ton about real estate transactions, other types of transactions, legal transactions. You learn something every day. And of course, the business pays bucks. We make money. Okay, so building an effective business. Now, of course, you're a business owner, just like you see in all those videos. You're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you're the boss, you're the everything, right? You have to be serious. To be successful in business, you have to be serious, guys. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm a high school teacher. I've mentioned that in some of my videos. I talk to the students about this kind of stuff all the time. Everybody wants to make kids, of course, teenagers think, what do you want to do when you graduate? What are you going to do when you graduate, John? I just want to make some money, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? There's lots of ways to make money out there in America, John. But being a business owner, being an entrepreneur is work. You have to be, I'm just going to put it out there. You got to be smart. You got to be on your toes. You got to stay on top of your game. You got to be organized. I mentioned earlier having your supplies stocked. Right now, I have 2 cars, by the way. And, example, you drive all day. I'm just driving, whipping in and out of parking spots, and sometimes I forget to literally look at the gas meter. I need gas, literally right now in both cars. When I finish these videos today, I'm shooting a couple of videos. I'm going to go get gas in my car because I have a sighting in the morning. And this is something simple as that. I would prefer to have the cars gassed up for the week, then have to wake up, and then in the case I'm in a rush, stop for gas. So pro tip, keep your cars gassed up, phones charged, paper stocked up, and ink cartridges, backup ink cartridges, toner. Get everything stocked up and be ready to go, because that's the job. And when those assignments come in, guys, you can execute them smoothly, effectively, without a lot of hassle, and definitely no rush. So I want to give some tips today about, again, maintaining a consistent business, and a consistent business that you should be able to grow and scale up, even if it's a little bit at a time. Even if you're not making the big bucks in the big city, like I'm not. I'm making the, I guess, good bucks in the good small city, but it's been effective money, and I've been able to put it to good use, and I'm going to continue to work at this business until I can't work it anymore. So I'm going to give you some tips on things that I've done over the past few months, maybe 4 or 5 months, because the first month I didn't know what I was doing. And honestly, it was trial and error. But I've developed some strategies since then that have allowed me to be more effective. And this week, I've done several videos about courteous communications, confirming appointments, what happens when appointments cancel on you, even just various things. I decided to do one video. And hopefully I just don't talk. It's already 6 minutes. I always talk so long. But please listen to the end, guys. Like this video if I haven't already said that. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. The more subscribers I get, guys, it's like the most, it's like a thrill. It's so exciting to see the people ask me questions and ask me for advice in the chats or the comments. And I have a few students have signed up for my coaching sessions. I'm so excited. And of course, you can tell you can tell that I like to talk. I like to talk about this business. So in these coaching sessions, obviously, I'm looking forward to having as many students as my calendar can hold. I'm literally looking. I have 3 now. I'm looking for 2 more students. I get to 5 students, and basically 1 student a week. I usually only can handle 1 appointment a week because of my schedule. My 9 to 5 and/or loan signings. I can carve out another hour for 1 student, or 2 30-minute sessions for 2 students, and it's been fun so far. It's been great. I think we're learning from each other. The new students are definitely learning from me, and hopefully these strategies that I'm teaching them and working with them on, they've been able to effectively implement in their notary or loan signing business and make some money. Okay, so I've rambled as usual. Please subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I get, guys, the better I do. That's the best I can, put it out there like that. The more videos I get to make, and I like to see myself to be a little bit more relevant. Like, I probably have the fewest followings of any loan signing agent doing these videos. So if there's something I should know, please give me a comment in the comment section. It's all good. I need to take some critiques as well so that I can do a better job, because I need to get my numbers up. People are missing out, guys. I have so many gems, just so much information that I can drop and just enhance your insight. It all starts right here, guys. If you enhance your insight and grow your mind, develop your mindset, and your business will be developed as well. Your business will grow. Your business will grow, guys. Not sometimes, you just have to get it, especially at the beginning. Be all in. If you're all in at the beginning and soak up as much information and knowledge as you can, your confidence will grow, your business will grow. If you're in a market that has business, always a big asterisk. If you live in the most rural small town in America and you're the only house in a 35-mile radius, you may not, your phone may not ring that much. There may not be that many real estate transactions for you to rely on steady income. But if you're in a middle-sized town, like myself, surrounded by rural areas like myself, and I have no direct title companies in my hometown, none. I don't think I've ever mentioned that. I have 0 direct title companies in my area who were willing to give me business. I hate to use the word give me business. I have 0 title companies in my area, including the surrounding counties, who I've contacted more than once, cold calls, follow-up calls, emails, etc. None of those use mobile notaries. I changed that because you're not giving business. You work for this business. You work this business. But none of the title companies in my surrounding area use mobile notaries. Only direct business that I've acquired has been through consistent work and good communications with the title agents who have contacted me through 123 Notary, through Googling me. I've been Googled. Yes, so fun. People Google you and you get jobs. You're just sitting at work. Google. How'd you find me? I Googled you. Oh, you Googled me. It's such a compliment. You get Googled. Signing services, of course. And through good communications, those title agents, those lenders, those agents, those paralegals will remember you. They'll remember your work. They'll remember your name. And if you do a good job, a quick, error-free, efficient job, you will get more jobs. And you'll probably get as many jobs as you can professionally handle, which is very important because you can only do physically so many signings in a day. Whether you work full-time as a signer, part-time, you still can only do so many signings as a day. So again, it goes full circle. When you start getting that work and a lot of it, you have to be able to handle it and know how to handle it and manage it well when you get it. Okay. And so the main idea of this video, I'm going to talk for a few more minutes, are effective communication strategies. Effective communication strategies. Now, guys, again, I tell you guys, I've said this before, I am a high school teacher. And I know this for a fact, as I've been teaching for 18 years, middle school and high school. I tell the kids all the time, build your vocabulary. Good communication skills are your friend. And I don't just mean use a bunch of words. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm country. I talk with an accent. It's obvious. It's actually relevant. I'll go back to that. I don't use a lot of fancy big words like, these other people to try to like convince people or, I don't know, impress people or whatever, impress people. No, I talk straight, right? But I know how to communicate as well. I know big words too. I could drop some big words too now. Don't get me wrong. When I need to pull a big word out, I can pull it out with the best of them. And sometimes in this business, of course, you're dealing with lenders, title companies, clients, educated people. And of course, you want to come across in an educated, professional manner, have clarity to your communications. And which is, I would have to say, besides having the proper equipment, having great communication skills probably ties with having proper equipment and having your equipment well stocked. I can't see that one can maybe supersede the other. So I'm going to talk about good communication skills today. Developing good communication skills, and how that is basically a requirement, a prerequisite of a successful loan signing agent business. Okay, I'm sitting in my recording room today. I have great lighting. Hopefully the lighting stays because those clouds will move in before you know it and we'll have shadows. But we'll work with it, right? Okay, and I won't talk too long. I have notes. Okay, and I've taken these notes, guys. I've either, I should say, developed these strategies myself from trial and error, or I've learned them from education, watching other videos, reading. These strategies work. Get something to write with. If not, you can rewind this video 40 times if you have to. Okay? And these are in no particular order. But after you write them down, you can go back and rank them, order them, so that homework from the teacher, order them in the priority order that you will use them in your business. And when I say use them, guys, do it. Practice it, do it, okay? And before I start, because I forget stuff, I have a list, right? I have a list of topics. This video might last about 30 minutes, guys, but I'm telling you, if you've watched the last few videos I've dropped in the past few days, they are well worth your 30 minutes. Free 30 minutes of time invested to help you grow your business. I have to kind of fuss at my students sometimes too, okay? Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. But then you do that at school, they're like, hey, she seemed a little desperate, huh? She's trying to force it on us. Okay, I keep looking because I see activity outside the window. Listen to me. These strategies work. So it blows my mind how so YouTube gives the YouTuber, myself, other YouTubers, the background statistics. You get the background statistics, right? So you can go back and check your analytics to see how your videos are doing. And YouTube also tells us that the majority of viewers only watch the first 5 to 7 minutes of the video, if you're lucky, and they go on to something else. I understand that. That makes sense if you're watching videos for entertainment and fun. If it's not interesting in the first 7 minutes, you're probably going to go watch something else. But take my word for it. This is not for entertainment. It's not for fun, guys. Use these strategies. You can grow your business. Point blank, period. These strategies will help you grow your business. Watch the video until the end. When you watch educational videos, podcasts, watch them till the end. If you're serious about growing your business, you already do that. You know that. I'm preaching to the choir. Don't be those 5 to 7 minute people. What's the point, guys? If you're just looking for entertainment, I guess you'll go on to Disney Plus or something. but I don't even have a Disney Plus subscription. I'm too busy to watch TV, right? And when I have, ooh, that looks kind of cute. When I have free time, I do binge watch. Don't get me wrong, but on a day-to-day basis, guys, if I was just sitting around watching TV, you know how many opportunities I would have missed out on. But I ain't gonna take nothing from you. If you have to watch TV, okay? I'm gonna get my binge watch in real soon, okay? Just finished writing summer curriculum, and I have 3 weeks. I'm gonna do some binge watching. Okay, I'm gonna talk about pro tips, guys. I'm gonna keep this video as short as I can, under 30 minutes. Time is ticking. Okay, pro tips, pro communications tips, tips to help you grow your business in no particular order. Write these tips down. When we finish, you have homework, guys. Rank them in priority order, how you're going to implement them in your business. Start working on the first one as soon as you can. Commit it to memory, commit it to practice, and when it becomes natural and you can do it in your sleep, not in your sleep, you're not going to sign loans in your sleep, go to the second one. Okay, here we go. Okay, tip number 1, add your picture, and you may have already done some of these, but I'm going to just say them so we can just say them, just get them out. Add your picture to each of the following. Of course, just 100%, of course, do this. NNA profile, National Notary Association profile. Once you become commissioned, get your commission, you can join the National Notary Association, Google them, create a profile with them, follow their steps. They also have a training course that you have to, I think, take and or pass to become certified NNA loan signing agent, NNA. I can maybe Google a video about the NNA, guys. It's all over the place. I don't have to use our development time to talk about a national organization that you can look up that hundreds of videos have been done on the NNA. But I'm going to tell you how to use the NNA, which will be more valuable to you in the long run. Add your picture to your NNA profile. And again, it doesn't have to be a professional, leaning to the side picture like you're on the box of a hair care product or a real estate agent. Just a picture with your cell phone, okay, with a blank background. I actually have my picture. I'm standing in the kitchen's in the background in a basket on top of the kitchen, barely, just regular looking picture. I am kind of turning to the side, but that was just a coincidence. And my daughter thought that would be a good picture for your profiles. And I just use it. Okay, and it kind of fits my theme as the country notary because the background in that picture is my kitchen, which is kind of like a country looking kitchen, and a basket on top of the refrigerator. I get signings. And in some of the pictures, of course, you can, again, pro tip, get yourself if you can afford to do so and budget to do so in your business, a Snappa, SN as in Nancy, PP as in Peter, A account, Snappa account, 2 Ps. Snappa has digital online software that allows you to edit pictures, create tiles for your Instagram or YouTube videos, whatever else you do with that stuff, social media, and it also allows you to crop the background out. It crops the background out of the picture, snatches it like that background never existed. So then you have that perfect real estate looking agent picture off your cell phone. Don't pay money for that. That's free. Okay, NNA profile. Any signing services that you sign up for that allows you to upload your picture, put your picture on there. This is something that you probably already know. Do all of that. Instagram, of course, if you have an Instagram page, a professional picture, not your social Instagram page or Facebook page, but your professional social media pages, use the same profile picture. Another pro tip, your email. A lot of people are in Gmail. I don't even know if there's still other email platforms out there. I don't know, Gmail's taking it all over. Your email account, there's that little icon that's either in the right-hand corner or the left-hand corner. That's usually just your first initial or your first initial of your last name. Upload your picture. In your Google account, you may or may not know, with those little 9 dots, click on one of them or manage your Google account. You can edit your profile picture. You can put some edits in there. Upload your profile picture. How does that help you? When you're dealing with title companies, lenders, entities from other states, you will be doing a lot of emailing. And I've picked this tip up from a video that I've watched recently. I uploaded my personal email, has my picture, my regular me looking picture. My notary email has my profile picture. And it just seems like when we're emailing with Pennsylvania, Florida, California, New York, Your picture, you can't see the person, you're emailing. Even when you talk to them on the phone, we don't live chat with title agents or lenders, but they see your picture often in your email profile, that little icon. And again, your name and your picture should stick in their head. And I'm going to talk, hope I don't forget to talk about your name part. I'll say it now. I just don't want to forget. Your picture will stick in there. I'm sorry, guys. I went out in my garden earlier, and I think I got bit by a mosquito. And anyway, I was out there for 5 minutes. Your picture will stick in their head. Add your picture to your Google profile or your email profile if it has a picture option. Okay? Add your picture to your profile. Another thing I do, and I talked about this in other videos, when emailing back and forth with people that you're emailing back and forth with, and we'll just say your contacts, when you're doing your loan signing transactions, prior to, at post-closing, etc., email communication with your contacts, I always end it. Guys, if you're not writing this down, please just watch this video multiple times. This stuff works. Keeping my picture, my profile picture, and or my name. And by the way, profile picture, it doesn't have to be fancy. You're not, out with your friends hanging out. It's just a picture, even just like today. Makeup, normal shirt, okay? I don't even care if my hair looks crazy. I keep messing with it. People, even sometimes you don't like your picture, other people like your pictures. Same with the hair. Other people might like it, and I'm still wondering what it's supposed to look like. Take the picture. I always end every email the same way. My name, Notary Public, my phone number. Rewind. Thank you, comma, my name, Notary Public, my phone number. Every email. Because I want my picture and my name to stay in their head. They don't know you. They don't meet you in person. They don't get to see you. It's not like the old days where you have face-to-face meetings, handshakes at the end. Pretty much no handshakes. I still don't shake hands. Fist bump. You want to create an environment, a climate when you're professionally communicating, of a friendly, cordial climate, and your picture and that greeting, that closing your emails the same way with your thank you, name, the Notary Public phone number, especially the thank you. It has seemed to help me establish good working relationships with title agents. When I start to work with the same ones the second and the third time, they remember me. And I literally never thought this would happen. Title agents call me directly now. I don't have any local direct business in my city. They just don't use mobile notaries down here. Sorry, ma'am. What's that again? A mobile what? I don't have any direct business in my city, but I do have a handful of title agents in big cities, though. In big cities and big states: Arizona, California, Texas, of course, Florida, and they call me directly. So that's my direct business now. And many of them, of course, I've negotiated good fees with, and they pay me good fees. So when one door closes, the other one opens, right? Multiple. Add your picture, your thumbnail, picture to your profile. Looking at number 2, okay? Communication, being friendly, being personable. Remember, they're a person just like you. They're at work doing a job just like you're trying to earn a job, basically. Personable communications, personable and professional communications go a long way. Humor goes a long way. Any opportunity I get to make a subtle joke based on something that the assigner just said, they may say something about, it may be, some of the funniest stuff comes up. It may be like 4:31, okay? Most companies we work with close at 5, most. Some of them are still on their phone after work. They may message you, but they're off from work, but most close at 5. So between 4:31 and 5 o'clock, if you get a phone call and they want you to take an assignment, they're desperate. They either want you to go right now, today, like literally, can you be there right now? What you mean, like 4:32? Yes. Or they need you to do it first thing in the morning. So you got them. It's between 4:31 and 5. They really need you. And they could easily hang up and call somebody else, but they don't have a lot of time. They're about to get off from work. They need a confirmation, and they hope that you can take the job. And pro tip, oftentimes this assigner, title agent, somebody calling from a law firm, a paralegal, signing service, they'll pay you full fee. Just ask for it. They even ask you sometimes, how much what's your fee to take this assignment? And I usually turn it around, write this down. Well, what do you normally charge for these? Well, I mean, and then they're on the spot. They have to give you a number. And if they fumble around too much, like they don't want to give you a number, you're playing this little, you don't want to give me the number game, but I'm not going to give you my number game until you give me your number game. I'll then throw in a number. And then at that point, I know I got them. Say, I usually charge about $90. If you need me to go today and do a scan back, that'll be an additional 15 or 20, depending on the number of things they need you to do. And it's worked. Okay, professional communication, and even in a pinch, cordial and professional communications to close the job. And in that situation, when I was talking about humor, when I get those types of assignments, and I know they're a little rushed sometimes to get a notary to go and handle this closing, I always try to throw in a little humor to, again, lighten the conversation. They'll go, can you go right now? And I'll usually just try to make a joke right then, some kind of joke, just to kind of ease their mind. I'm going to take the assignment because I know I'm going to get to negotiate a better fee, and they need you real bad, so the answer is already yes. So a little humor in that, interjecting a little humor in that situation, not only usually calms the assigner down a little bit, it just gives you a way to, again, build a relationship with humor, and you've done two things. You've double dipped. One, you've taken a last minute assignment, which is always great because they need you and it's last minute, so that's always a good thing. And then you built a relationship by throwing in a little joke, because guess what? They may never call you again. They may forget you. Next time they call, they may assign it through SnapDocs, or maybe they would have gone to a signing service. But now that you've gotten in with them, with the humor, with the conversation, next time they may just call you. And that's how I've gotten a lot of my direct business. Watch this video till the end, guys. I know we're at the 27-minute mark. I won't talk much longer. I've already covered a lot of things on this on my notes. Good communication skills will set you apart from a lot of other notaries, a lot of loan signing agents. I know this instinctually. I know this because I teach hundreds of kids a day in high school, and I know this because I listen to a lot of podcasts, blogs, and I see people's comments, even in writing, spelling things correctly, writing complete sentences. We're not texting our friends about the cookout, guys. We are professionally communicating with other professionals, capitalizing, using complete sentence structure, punctuation, commas, question marks. Type complete sentences, ask complete sentence questions, so that the person you're messaging with, so that you leave no doubt of what you're asking. I always joke around the kids about paying attention. When you get older, you'll be able to tell the kids who paid attention in school and the ones that didn't. Okay? Write proper sentences. And you want to, of course, sound professional. You want to come across as a professional in your speaking and your written skills. It's critical. It's key to this business, right? If the person, think about it, the person on the other end of the communication feels that you're not that sharp and they are using you for the first time, or they may just not assign you because you wrote you replied back in some odd way, it may cause them not to pick you. So this is very important, regardless how much I joke around, or my accent. When I communicate with with lenders, clients, through either written or verbal communication, I'm always very professional. I employ humor when appropriate, and try to leave something memorable about yourself, so that they think about you next time your zip code pops up on their radar. Okay? And one more thing, I've also found this: it's okay to message through the SnapDocs or the signing service platform. If their platform is optimized for messaging, it's okay to message through the platform when you have a question. You don't have to call them. You may not have an email address. There may be no contact. So you open the assignment back, the order back up, and you may have a question that you need to ask. And trust me, 9 times out of 10, they're going to message you back quickly. Don't be afraid or intimidated to ask a question. For some reason, at the beginning of my loan signing career, felt that people were, trainers especially, other trainers or, people that do these videos were like, making me afraid to use, oh, don't you want to move up in the algorithm, and you don't want to have any errors. Of course you don't. And you don't want to sound, basically saying you don't want to sound dumb by asking a bunch of questions in SnapDocs, or through signing order, but that is absolutely false. If you have good communication skills, maybe they're talking about the others who don't communicate well. Not us though, right? If you employ good communication skills, you're asking the proper questions, save all your read all the instructions, guys. Write a set of questions if you have questions at all. Read all the instructions, write one set of questions. Then when you go in to ask the questions, you ask them all at one time, professionally, with proper English, proper sentence structure. And there's no reason why you won't get the correct answer. And it does teach you, you will learn that using the signing service, using SnapDocs, whichever portal you're using. I get most of my work through those two. So signing order, closing exchange, you will get quicker responses, and it won't affect you in the algorithm. That's what that messaging tool is for. The title agents want you to message them if you have a question. They want you to call them if you have a question. Okay? You don't want to call every 5 seconds, of course. Write your questions, summarize them in priority order, have them written down, and so that when you get on the system to ask the question, or when you get on the phone to call them, you're concise, okay? And then you send one message. They'll respond. If you have to send another message, send another message. That's what that messaging tool is for. Some people, it seems, again, seem like they wanted to intimidate new signers about using the signing service, or being afraid of having negative comments about them in the signing service. But I have found that not to be true at all. Use it for what it's for, effective communications, okay? I think I have one more topic, and I'm going to wrap this up because, again, I always talk long. If I haven't already said so, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, please tell your friends. I'm going to wrap up with this last point, guys. Part of being courteous is also knowing how to acknowledge an issue, even if it's not your issue. Again, if the signer is maybe not cooperating with, with the instructions, or they don't want to sign their name a certain way. I never use my middle initial. I'm not sure why they're forcing me to do that. They didn't say anything about a cashier's check, or I don't want to fill out the, I don't know about auto drafts. Do they have another way that I can make these payments, which you don't know. Hopefully that's something they can get with their lender about, but they ask you these things. And any topic that comes up, number one, it's your responsibility to help solve the problem. Not to say, oh, no, I don't know nothing about this, or you got to call your lender, or I'm just here to get your signature. Professional communications. No, it may not be your responsibility to solve the problem. It may not be your issue. However, helping to solve the problem in an effective manner will help the loan close more effectively and smoothly, right? Perfect example. Borrowers don't want to sometimes fill out the payment form. Oh, I don't want it to be drafted from my bank account. I thought I could call the 800 number. Don't they have an 800 number? I'd like to make my payments over the phone, or whatever. Is there an app? And you don't know. That's not your job. So here's how I normally solve that. Well, I do understand, ma'am, if you don't want to do, if you're not in a position, or I don't say it like that. I do understand if you're not using the auto draft feature. Here's what we'll have you do. You can write the word none, because these are usually the instructions. None on the top line where it says name of bank, and I'll have you sign it and date it anyway, and then check the decline box if there is a decline box. Oh, really? Do I still have to fill this out? Yes, ma'am, because if you leave it blank, they'll assume we skipped the form. So, and then so how do I pay? I said, well, then again, that's something that you'll contact your lender or your agent, whoever you spoke to last, and then maybe they can give you your payment instructions. Okay, great. So instead of saying, oh no, ma'am, I don't have nothing to do with the payment form, acknowledge the issue. Explain what your role is in the process, explain how the document needs to be filled out, and make sure they fill it out that way, and then give them some instructions on how they can actually find the answer that they needed. It's not the notary's job to make them sign the payment form Or if they have an issue with the payment form, technically it's not your job to solve that issue. But if you handle the communication in the manner in which I just mentioned, your job, of course, is to get the form filled out and signed, and taking it one step further, educating the signer on the process to get their issue solved, acknowledging it, solving it, and giving them the steps, the follow-up steps that they need, all make you basically a good problem solver and an effective communicator. And signers, remember this. I've again only been in this business 7 months, and I use these types of strategies and techniques throughout all of my signings. And guys, I've actually had signers, people who had just met me that day and have never met me since, looking at my notes right now, have never met me since, recommended me to second signings. And I heard that kind of stuff early on videos, and I'm like, wow, how many times a person really gonna sell or buy a house? You would be surprised. Some people just have a lot of properties that they're selling, and then some people literally refinance twice within 1 year because rates are dropped, and whatever their threshold is. I've literally had people tell me, I just refinanced about 6 months ago or whatever, and last year I'm refinancing again. So if you think about it, if I have already done, let's say 100 signings, let's say 80 refis, and let's say all those people refinance again within a year, that's 80 more refis that I didn't even have to work for if those people appreciated my work the first time, if they had a choice in recommending me. And if they didn't, let's say the number is really more like 10, that's still 10 signings that you didn't have to work hard for, except you worked for it at the beginning with your good work. And that good work, and you hear these cliches all the time, but that good work will come back and reward you in a different way with more signings. And I firmly believe, and I'm going to wrap this video up, that good, courteous, professional communications with a smile will take up, and I say professional, effective communications as well. And these are some things that we'll work on during the coaching sessions. I'm conducting coaching sessions now, guys. I have a few students, and I see myself maxing out at about 5 students a week. If you're interested, I'm going to have the description to those videos, to those sessions in the comment section of this video, how to contact me for coaching. A portion of those coaching sessions will be free initially, and the first people to take advantage of that will basically get the best option and get the most free minutes. Something else I wanted to say, but it's always like that. So I'm going to end it with that. Professional communications will help your business grow. It will help you scale your business. You'll be enabled, you'll be empowered when you communicate with people in different types of industries. Your knowledge is just now growing, your confidence is growing, and I say this is a metaphor, but it's really true. People are now, and I don't talk a lot in the community. I don't interact in the community very much unless I'm volunteering or donating, because I'm very busy. But just because of my swag, the way I'm carrying myself, my aura, my style, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that this week, people are starting to notice. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what I'm doing, but they notice that I'm doing something. And my close friends and neighbors, of course, know that I'm signing loans now. I'm closing loans, loan signing agent, mobile notary. They may not know a lot about it, but they can start to see the progress that I'm making just by noticing. Because my confidence is growing, my knowledge is growing. When we talk about certain topics, I'm the most knowledgeable person on that topic in the room. And again, it's helping me build a solid business, one of which I plan to help pay forward in my coaching sessions, which are going to start in a very short time. I want to hit that 100 subscriber mark. Look, I done talk 40 minutes. Probably nobody's watching anymore. But anyway, hit that 100 subscriber mark. Start expanding my coaching sessions, guys. And maybe I'll talk less in my videos because I have more people to talk to during the week. Thanks for sticking it out to the end. Work on your communication skills, guys. If not, join my coaching sessions. These are things I can help you with, things I plan to help you with, things I plan to share with you during those coaching sessions via Zoom. It's the Country Notary, and I will talk to y'all soon.